Good morning and welcome back to Miniature Monday here on Gaming with ADHD, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Battletech Alpha Strike Counters Pack. This is a supplement for games of Battletech Alpha Strike that includes tokens and templates and pieces that you can use for terrain features. It's a big variety pack of all sorts of stuff, and today we're going to take a look and I'll give you my opinion on whether or not I think this package is worth it. But before we do that, please do make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I try to put out a few videos each week covering all sorts of tabletop content, whether it's board games, miniatures, role-playing, or anything in between, and I'd love for you to come along and see what we have to share. With that said, there are also links down below where you can pick up this product if you think it is for you. It is going to be an affiliate link. There are also a couple of other affiliate links down there if you wish to help out the channel. But regardless, we're happy you're here and it is not required. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first off, this is one of the few products that is not going to be a book or a box or honestly anything else that you can really store this stuff in. It will it comes in a bag, and I took it out to put it on the table, and I don't know what I did with the bag, so sorry. But in my case, I'm going to end up putting all of this stuff into the Alpha Strike box, so I don't think it's going to be a big tragedy, but we'll take a look and we'll see what we get. So first off, you have this little sleeve basically so they can just do, shelf space. It just wraps around everything. There's nothing in there. It's literally just your UPC code, the price, and kind of a description of what you're going to get. As you can see, it does retail for $24.99. So, what all do we get? First off, you're going to get another set of the cardboard buildings that come in the Alpha Strike box set. So, when I did the unboxing for Alpha Strike, I looked at these. I didn't assemble them. We'll take one out real quick. Overall, the print is nice. It just is a simple fold. Like, literally, this terrain is nothing crazy, but I mean, it's just to get you some nice terrain. And the fact that you get, I mean, this is a giant bag of this stuff. Probably should have folded these all first. Anyways, it just folds up like a box. So there you go. I realized I grabbed a small building, but I have this one from Thunderhead Studios that I printed on my 3D printer. Let's zoom in a little bit. So it fits in pretty well. You've got larger buildings that'll be closer in size to this. You've got, obviously this is more or less, so this is an inch tall, so about half the height of a mech, so a mech could still shoot over it. But I mean, again, it's nothing fancy, but it's got a nice print. It will look fine on the table. Yes, it's a square building, but most buildings are square anyways. And for games of Alpha Strike, you're not playing on hexes anyways, so it doesn't matter. I did print this on hexes, but that's a set. You know what? It's not a review of Thunderhead Studios. We'll do that later. So, sorry, folks. All right, let's see here. All right, so you're then going to get 6 sheets of tokens. Now, these are all printed very cleanly. Catalyst is pretty good at getting this stuff printed out. It does have a linen finish on it, which I like. So we've got objective markers, we've got tree markers, different markers for your terrain. Everything is double-sided. We've got a scatter template. We've got more trees similar to what you got out of the Alpha Strike box. We also get forest templates, some sort of measuring device, a strafing run, which doubles as a runway. Got some nice alternate color schemes. Got some rough terrain, more tokens, larger blast template, another one of these weird little measuring units. More terrain, we got some lakes. Oh, I forgot to show the back of this. Looks like we've got like a little medevac station or something, would be my guess, because you got the little helicopter pad and a couple extra buildings. So obviously it's all flat terrain, which sometimes isn't very exciting. Oh, we've got alien lakes. But, I mean, the fact that it gives you a lot, got roads, got markers down here for elevation. I mean, overall, it's decent. Nice heavy-duty cardboard. It's warped a little bit because it's been out in the air, but it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Now, for me personally, I will admit, I still have not played a game of Alpha Strike. That is absolutely a me issue. But when I got this, I was kind of thinking about how else I could use the terrain. Now, I'm currently working on a project to make a map scale hexed board. So basically, play Battletech with hexes, but at map scale, so I can use the Thunderhead Studios terrain. And so I started thinking about how I could actually use this. I don't have markers or anything for forests, and I actually think using these, like either using the trees or using these forest templates and just put them on the table. I've already got the hexes there, so I can still use the hexes appropriately. We just need to mark, is this light woods, heavy woods, whatever. And I could use this as a nice stand-in for actual trees on the table. Same with rough terrain. So that's kind of how I'm going to be using this. I still want to play Alpha Strike, but again, just a couple of things that I thought about how I'm going to use this probably a lot sooner than I will. I probably won't use the roads because I bought a bunch of the Hextech roads, but again, having this kind of stuff is still good. If it's something that you want to do. All right, so what else do we have? We've got 3 reference charts. Again, printed on really heavy-duty cardboard. Not as heavy as the tokens, but for the reference sheets, these are probably about 50% thicker than any of the other reference sheets that they've given us. So we've got attack modifiers, movement modifiers, buildings, artillery, physical attack table, critical hit table, damage to movement, and then 1 chart of nothing but special abilities. So we got special pilot abilities, and looks like mech special abilities, or vehicle special abilities, I should say. So I'm a big. It's BattleTech. You know, if you don't have charts, I'm not sure you're playing BattleTech, even if it's Alpha Strike. I know, one of my cheesy jokes. Anyways, having something like this, even if it's just like, okay, here's like, actually, let me zoom in on this. So as you can see, I mean, it's just like the Alpha Strike cards, they're all small. So any special abilities, it's going to have these, just a short code. So you can look up the short code. What does it stand for? And what page of the Alpha Strike book is it going to be in? Yeah, I mean, easy enough. I actually will find this very useful when I play Alpha Strike. Um, Obviously, eventually, you should learn everything, but at least in the meantime, I think that's going to be a good reference. So, all right, now that I've rambled for all of this time, what do I think? All right, so $24.99. I don't think it's a bad price. It might not, depending on what you want to use. If you're a big Alpha Strike player, having pre-printed tokens, having the extra terrain, having the extra buildings, I'm gonna say is 100% worth it. $24.99. That's that's about the cost of a lance of mechs, but it's also going to be all sorts of things that you can use in your games. The tokens, the templates, the terrain features. All of that is something that an Alpha Strike player is going to want to use. If you are just a Battletech player, I think there is still some utility. In my case, like I said, I have some ways that I'm going to want to use it, just because of the ways we're going to be playing the game. So I do think there's utility there, but it is going to be a bit limited. There's going to be a bunch of tokens, a bunch of stuff that I just don't get to because I don't need to. So overall, it's not a bad product. $24.99. You'll have to make your decision, but for what you get, I do think it is a reasonable price. Like I said, there will be a link down below to Amazon. That's where I picked mine up. Also, check with your friendly local game store. I have also seen it in Barnes & Noble, so they've gotten this out there quite a bit. So, with that said, let me know what you think. Have you picked this up? Have you used it before? Have you played Alpha Strike? I know there's a bunch of people out there that like it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So, let me know what you think of this one. Are you picking it up? Have you picked it up? Obviously, same old, same old. So, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate your time. Don't forget all the links down below, and we will talk to you next time.